An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. And I hope everybody is doing well today. I sure am. I'm having fun. And if you haven't seen it, no spoilers. But go check out my opening. It was full of good things, let me tell you. So I'm in a great mood today. Loving it. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty. First one in the building, followed by Billy D. Hey, Reptoid, how you doing? Vernon, the money earning Mount Vernon, what's up? Can't wait to get my hands on both the Maker and High Evolutionary. Well, should be fun, should be fun. Let's see. Who might be a bigger BG defensive beast than Atuma. Really? That's not necessarily good news. But that does seem to be where Kabam is going these days. I'll say that. Runty Gamer, what up, man? Jail? What you in jail for? Hold up. Let me see. Let me pop up my chat here. Twice is my life. What's up, man? How's your day going today, Shadow? Very, very good. And thank you, thank you. Put me in a great mood, let me tell you. But I'm here either way, and I appreciate that, Runty Gamer. Although I don't know why you're in jail. What you doing? Teco Jr., what's up, man? Hope you're having a blessed day as well, my friend. Don't know why I have been getting sick. Doctors are being sly. Oh, boy. You died again. What's up, man? Congrats on the opening. Thank you. That opening was fire. Woo, it's hot like fire. That's what's up. All right, hold up. Let me switch over here. Yeah. Let's move that over a little bit based on where I'm sitting. All right. Congrats on the opening. Thank you. Murder was the case that they gave me. Ah. So you did Tupac. Nice. I was thinking Snoop Dogg. $777 opening. Nice. You want to know what that made me think of? Runty Gamer? So you know just what a nerd I am? That made me think of the permissions in Linux on files. You had 3 of them. 777 would have it wide open. It was read, write, execute. So you could either read, gave permission, and then you had user, group, and other. So you could set it so that, you know, whoever you wanted to had read permission, user, group, or other. Whoever had, you know, like if you had a document, you would make it read, and then there would be no execute permission on it or no write permission because you wouldn't want people to modify it. But the owner usually had all the permissions, but you could change that so that even the owner didn't have it, but the owner usually was able to change it. So it was sort of a way to protect accidental overwriting and things like that. All right, some people aren't going to wail on the July 4 deals. I guess it's better to pay $80 for that Galactus popcorn bucket to say at least you'll get something tangible. We'll see. Snoop think he about to die. Tupac will send him some revives. That's what's up over the pearly gates. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder! All right, let me fire up the game over here. It takes longer than the iPad to fire up, but that's okay. Okay. There's a new Marvel mobile game out too. Lots of things fighting for our money this summer. Now, I got a question. Uh-oh. It's telling me that I'm already in game, which means, let me see. I'm going to probably have to kill the process. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not in it on my iPad. Yep. All right. Let me check the task manager. Task manager. Oh no! Ah, doggone it! I accidentally. Wait. Cancel. 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 No. 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 Hit no. Come on. Hit no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my goodness. Don't do it. No. Okay, was I fast enough? That's the question. Was I fast enough? Am I back? I don't know if y'all could hear me. I was screaming. I was like, no, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it. I accidentally hit the sign out. So it was shutting everything down. It shut down OBS, shut down my browser, and it was about to shut down the computer or you log out. And I was like, oh no. And I kept trying to hit stop, stop, stop. And it wouldn't stop. Okay, but it looks like we're back and we didn't have to let me do another. This time I'm a bit more careful. Task Manager and Sign Out are like this, right next to each other. And my mouse just clicked a little bit too far. Okay, hopefully everything got restarted just now. It reconnected back to the same stream, it looks like. All right, let's try firing the game up again now. That might have cleared the issue as well. Hi! What up, man? Let me get the chat up again. Yeah, see, all the history and everything from the chat is gone. Okay, yeah, it cleared it up. So now I can fire up the game. Twitch restarted for me? Good. That was the task master, not your task manager. You were for YouTube, Twitch dropped you. Did you accidentally stop the stream? Yes, I did. Caveman Oog! What up, man? But yes, I hit, Control-Alt-Delete to go to my task manager. And when you hit Control-Alt-Delete, you have that little menu. And right above Task Manager is Sign Out. And I accidentally hit that. And it was shutting everything down. But there was still some apps that it wouldn't shut down. And it was like, do you want to sign out anyway? And I'm like, no, cancel, cancel, cancel. And then I went over to OBS. It was one of the ones that it didn't want to shut down. And it had a notice up and said, we're still live streaming. Do you want to cancel? I'm like, no, 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 no. And I kept clicking it, but it still shut OBS down. So I had to restart OBS. And I had the setting on YouTube so that it never got the end stream command. So it was still going, and I was able to reconnect to the stream. That's only an issue with YouTube. Twitch, there's only one place for me to reconnect to. YouTube, they'll set me up with a bunch of different streams. All right, so Carolina is in the let's see, let's get the cutoffs here. Carolina is in the arena. California. Okay, I don't have her. I need to go download her. But yeah, it shut everything down. I was like, what? No. Where is it? List that. Epignosis. What up, man? He's back. See, Carolina Dean. Something up with her. All right. Save that image. We're going to put it in the champion portraits. What? Why is... That's weird. Okay. I don't know why that happened. All right. When I get out of jail, I'm gonna smoke so much loud. Yo, man. And I know what you're talking about, too. Let's see. Carolina. There we go. And the basic champion is my girl, Elsa. Where you at, homegirl? Where you at? Okay. There's fights in here every 3 seconds. Are you actually in jail? It's sounding like you are, or are you just in a place that makes you feel like you're in jail? Yeah, let me claim them. I heard people can't get into they can't get into AQ. Let me see. Yeah, I got in. We got 42 minutes. I wonder if they can get in. They might not be able to. Oh, it is jail. No freedom. Name like that sounds like she's from the South. I know, right? Carolina or Carolina? I'm not sure which. All right, let's get started and rock a little bit. So, the hot summer sales. Does that start tomorrow? Because I remember they did that, and they usually do it like a week before, right? So does it start tomorrow and then go all the way till probably what? A day after July 4 or something like that? Yes? Okay. So it came, no spoilers. No crystal opening spoilers. But it came at just the right time. So, if you haven't seen my crystal opening, go check it out. And it definitely changes my priorities for July or the hot summer sales. So when I'm looking at the hot summer sales, now I want everything. I want Titan resources, but I also really want rank up materials. June 27 to July 7. Okay. Start an alliance in jail, MCOC, House Rock. I know, right? AJ, what up, man? I can't believe I got Spider-Woman from a Valiant. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, you go, boy. So there's still champs I want from that Titan Crystal. And so I still want Titan resources so I can open up more Titans. So tomorrow, we'll just have to look and see what we can get. I wonder if there'll be a champion selector. Ooh. That would be nice. See, for me right now, I want new champs. I do want the rank up materials, but I still prize new champs over rank up materials. Rank up materials are going to come. The champions, there are people that have been trying to get a champion and ain't got that champion after a year. You know, champions aren't guaranteed. Rank up materials are. They will come. It will probably be a 2024 selector. Hey, is what year is Count Nefaria? I think he's 2024, right? Because that's exactly who I would go grab. $2024, that's what I thought. So I'd be okay with a 2024 champion selector. Count Nefaria is just so good for so many different things, you know? Who did people use in the gauntlet so as not to use the champ selectors? Oh, you talking about the Paragon gauntlet? Oh, who did I use? I don't even remember. I don't remember it being that difficult. I didn't use any revives. Man, who did I use? I can't remember it. It's going to be 10 days of this spend fest from Kabam. Alexa, reminder, delete YouTube. Need my Ironheart. I got Nefaria, Spider-Woman, Bastion, all on mini account and baby account. Runty says I'm missing Spidey. AJ says I pulled Bastion from my Fantastic Four free Paragon Crystal yesterday. And then 2 of my Alliance members did too. Wow. What are the odds? Yeah. Wow, okay. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they got going on for this summer sales. For Paragon Gauntlet, I used Fury, Hulk, and Void last night. Oh, handled it. Sorry. I said handed. Handled it. Oh, well, you know what? Y'all ain't remind me either. Even though I can read it. I'm going to wail out. I haven't wailed out in a long, long time. Go for it, man. Keeps the lights on and keeps the game going. Yes, Epignosis. And I got him right here. Nice and clean and everything. And y'all didn't remind me. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And that little blue tint that it has on it too helps a lot. Well, my 7-star Void is Sig 39 so far, so he should handle Doom. Oh, yeah. Can't remember exactly who I used, but I used Sinister for anything. Oh, I did use Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister, I think, can do most all of those fights, if not all of them. And then I added, I don't remember who I added, but I added a few others. But yeah, Mr. Sinister definitely I brought. Let's reset that. I did it with a 6-star rank 3 Sig 180. All kabam obstacles in my way. It's not gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I can see clearly now. Oh, man. Haven't gone to lunch yet. Lucky I'm even in here. No eyes on you yet. What you mean no eyes on me? Oh, eyes as in my glasses. Gotcha. I haven't eaten yet either, which is not good. I'm supposed to eat. I might go get some water in a minute here. Sinister cleared Act 6 for you? Yeah, man. Sinister ain't no joke. Mine's not awakened and you don't really need to be. But for questing like that, it helps a lot. Because he does have a little bit of a ramp up. Let me get a thing of water real quick. All right, so I don't pass out on you guys. Got a little thing of cookies, my little snacky snack. And that should work. That thing is forever moving. All right. So, last night, early this morning, we were playing God of War. And I got some new weapons. Now, there are two things that I really like. I like dual wielding, and I like fire. And I have a preference for bladed weapons. It's two flaming swords. That's what I've got. It's on now. How long does it take me to get 4 million points? Depends on if I use boosts or not. But hours-wise, it takes about 4 hours. If I'm concentrating. NYK Believe, what's up, man? And Lax Broski, how you doing? God of War, such a great game. Yeah, it is. I am enjoying myself. Now that I got them dual weapons, oh my goodness. Took down the gatekeeper. Oh, I had some fun. And my own fighting skills have come a long way. Along with Atreus, I think his name is. He ain't no joke. I went ahead and upgraded him. No joke. Which one? Oh, I have no idea. Asher, what's up, man? Here we go again. Here we go. Here we go again. Bass, how low can you go? Death Row, what a brother knows. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal. The incredible D, public enemy number 1. 5-0 said freeze, and I got numb. Can I tell him that I really never had a gun? Well, it's the wax with a Terminator hex, son. Now they got me in a cell because my records they sell because a brother like me said, well, Farrakhan's a prophet and I think you ought to listen to what he can say to you. What you ought to do is follow for now. Power, the people say. Make the miracle. D-pump the lyrical. Black is back, all in. We're going to win. Check it out. Here we go again. Never badder than back as the brother is madder than matter. The fact is corrupt like a senator. Soul on a roll, but you treat it like soap on a rope because the beat and the lines are so dope. Listen for lessons I'm saying inside music that the critics are black to me for. They'll never care for the brothers and sisters while cross country has us up for the war. We got to get them straight. They're gonna have to wait. Radio stations, I question their blackness. They call themselves black, but we'll see if they'll play this. And a lot of them wouldn't. Black stations that wouldn't play it. He knew what he was talking about. Chuck D. I just bought a Public Enemy shirt. Why? Well, because I'm old. Hey. They were one of the very few that actually had something to say in their raps. They actually had a message. Most other rappers were either dissing other rappers or talking about how good they were. Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they just had the stories. He was more, you know, comedic rapping. Gene going to do a lips. Wait. Whoops. He finished primary 6 class. Oh, wait. And she's bringing my 12-year-old. He finished primary 6 class, so this is his first concert. Whoa. As much as I like certain groups, I never liked concerts. I just didn't. Not even when I was a kid. Everybody going to a concert. And I was just like, nah. I'll listen to them on CD. They sound better there anyway. Listen to them on record. And then later CD. How you like to see me play while I was drinking water? Could not do that on my iPad. Or at least not very well. But on the PC, yeah. Aviva Stadium, Dublin, great place for a gig. I'm trying to think, have I ever gone to a concert that big? No. I went to one or two, had to sneak and go. But, see, I got mad because, I mean, it was a fun thing to do with friends. That's the big thing about them, right? But I would get mad because they didn't sound the same as they sounded on my, you know, record or CD. And I'd be like, man. Or they would, you know, hype the crowd up in the middle of the song and I'm trying to sing along, but they doing something different. It pissed me off. Nah, I didn't skip tapes. But tapes and record, for me, were at the same time. In fact, I had to use tapes early on because those were easier to hide. My dad had an 8-track in the closet, I remember. And I was like, Dad, what's this? It looks like a big VCR. Or a small VCR, but I told him, I was like, it looked like a VCR. He was like, nah, that's an 8-track. I showed you the 8-track that he had, right? I found it. Hold on, let me he gonna act up like this. All right, let me see if I can find it. I think it should come up right away. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at here. And his looked like, it looked a little bit like this one. Let's see. And you can still buy them, by the way. Here. This is what it looked like. He had this in the closet. And I was like, what? What is that, Daddy? You know, I was a little kid. What's that? Because these look like VCR tapes. And I was like, what is this? But yeah, this is it. He had this in the closet that I couldn't seem to stay out of. I used to hide in that closet. It was great. Go all the way back behind all the clothes. Hunker down in there. Great hiding spot. The cassette's same size as a Game Boy. Oh man, only 8 tracks I seen was the one in Cars. I never ever seen one. Well, yeah, see, that is what he had in his closet. So that's the only one. I never owned an 8 track. That one right there is the only one I had ever seen. My dad loved gadgets and things, and I inherited that. I also love gadgets and things. My dad would have loved, he would have loved to see how technology has advanced. Although he was a bit of a spendthrift, so he probably would have gone broke buying all the new latest and greatest things. But oh man, he would have loved to see all these different things. Think about this. For those of you who are old enough to remember the comics, do you remember Dick Tracy? Do you remember the little gadgets he had? We got better now. We didn't even have those then. And we now have much better than what he had. You know, he had that TV on his wrist. We were like, whoa! You know, we got smartwatches these days. Exactly. Exactly, NYK. Exactly. So, you know, it's amazing. Oops. I know why they did that to you. You know why they did that to you, right? NYK. What's the first word you used? Oh, man. Yeah, I was about to say Richard Tracy. Richard. Yep. I was about to tell you, you gotta say Richard. You see how easy it is for me to build up here? Look at this. Look at my gladiator. I'm already at 12. So I can easily go into my unblockable. Remember doing Wheel of Fate? I couldn't even get that done against Dust. Sometimes it be very, very annoying. But we got her done. Ooh, you got Gladiator at, let me see, what is my Gladiator? My Gladiator is the first Sig 200 that I ever had. But I don't think I took him to rank 4. I think he's still rank 3. But let me tell you, I know I'll piss people off. They were like, how do you feel about the Wheel of Time? Oh, after my crystal opening? Oh, I love the Wheel of Time. It was the best content they ever made. Oh my goodness, wonderful, wonderful. Rewards? Oh yes, the rewards were wonderful. They were the best ever. Only after my crystal opening. Wheel of Fate, sorry. What'd I say, Wheel of Time? Or Wheel of Fortune? I know I said one of those. Because those are always in my head. I said Wheel of Time? Okay. But yeah, I'll be all like, yeah, it's the best piece of content and the best rewards in the game. Oh my goodness. Wonderful, wonderful. Reel of Feet, it stinks. Oh, Lord have mercy. Good book series. Oh, Epignosis, man. I love that series. I read each book. Now, this is at a time, I am not one that likes to be held in suspense. Okay? So, like short stories, I hate short stories because they feel unfinished to me. They're complete, but usually they'll end on a cliffhanger of some sort. Like I was reading one and this guy had raised in ranks and he went up against one of the higher ups, the generals. And the general sent him on a suicide mission, is what he did. They went through this warp or whatever into this place where they could not win, but they never finished the story. You just kind of knew what happened to him. So that general got rid of him. And see, me, I'm thinking, oh no, because I've read books like this. He could have, one, appropriated their technology and come back and get that guy for doing that. You know? Oh man, I hate when they do stuff like that. But with the Wheel of Time, he hadn't even finished the series yet, right? But it was so good. I actually had my name on the waiting list. I did not get the hardcover because I am not one that rereads my books and I don't collect books. Once I've read the book, I'm done with it. I'll sell it back or what have you. So spending more for a hardcover didn't seem to make sense to me, right? But I had my name on the waiting list for those. And I remember, I think it was book 4, maybe. I think it was book 4. They only had the hardcover. By the time I got there, they only had the hardcovers left. Okay? And so I was like, So I bought the hardcover. And it was the first book of that series that really annoyed me because not much got done. It was mostly fluff. It could have been done in one chapter. It did not push the story far enough, in my opinion. Right? So I was upset with him. And I vowed not to get another book, not to read another book in that series until he finished it. So book 5 came out, book 6 came out, book 7 came out. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm reading other books, having myself a ball. And then I find out he passed away. Robert Jordan. And I'm like, anything to keep from finishing that series, huh? But he got a very good author to finish up for him. It was an author, and I'm trying to remember the author's name, but that author I had discovered in a couple of other series. This author was good for coming up with different systems of magic. It was Sanderson, yes. It was awesome. He had some weird, remember the one where you had push-pull? Brandon, yeah. Remember the push-pull? This one girl, she had like, she would do that with like coins and things. It was awesome. He had a way, and he had a way of finishing his series that didn't piss you off. You know? There were some good finishes to his series. So when I heard that he was going to do it, I'm like, of the authors that I knew of at that time that I was reading, I couldn't think of anybody else that would have been better. And he did a good job. And there were manuscripts, so he knew how Robert Jordan wanted to finish the series. So it wasn't like he was just coming up with his own. So it was still Robert Jordan's finish. And it was a decent finish. You know, sad a little bit, you know, some folks that you had come to really like, you know, but it was good. Let me see. I have them all in hardback. Bought them as they went on discount at Barnes and Nobles. Ah, got the first 2 signed at a book signing. Wow. So you caught Robert Jordan before. Ooh. Those are probably worth a lot, Epignosis. James the Catboy, what's up, man? I don't know why my mind just randomly went to a random game called There's No Time to Explain. I don't know that one. I've reread some of them 3 and 4 times. Did it after new books came out a couple of times as a refresher. I used to read those books in 3 to 5 days. Yeah, I just didn't reread mine. Dr. J, what's up, man? Robert Jordan was funny. Yeah, I love Robert Jordan. He might finish Game of Thrones. Now, that was a series I never really... Not reading it, not watching. I've seen a few episodes, but that's not my thing. Too much drama. Way of Kings series is linked to the first one. Mistborn, that was it. That was the one I was describing. Mistborn. He was good. Is good. That Mistborn series was awesome. I'm about to drive, so I'll be listening along. Okay. I hope the TV series does it justice. I have the last couple of books sitting here unread. Oh, wow. So you haven't finished The Wheel of Time? Now I'm inspired to read. Got to put down the game. Okay, well, I was going to say, you got to finish that, man. What is this thing doing? Okay. I just moved the box that I have on it. I don't know why it just kind of drifts over time, I think. But yeah, man, that was a series. I don't often remember authors' names. I tended to like binge read. So I'm much better at remembering the plots and the things that happened in the books. But there are some authors like Robert Jordan that stand out. I hear their names and I'm like, ooh, yeah, that's a good author, you know? But it's been years since I picked up a sci-fi fantasy novel and read it. I might get back into it again. We'll see. One of the reasons that I kind of avoid it is because I got addicted to them. And so I'm scared. I mean, it really, because I read to escape, right? And I was basically reading to stay in that world as long as I could. I mean, I had a book on me at all times. I would even read while I'm driving. If I was too long at a stoplight or caught in traffic, I was reading. Okay. So I kind of, you know, very wary. Before I go, do not make the mistake of trying to fight Sim Supreme with Okoye in the arena. Oh, yeah, she gets a lot of precision buffs. And he'll just take you out. Bap, 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 bap. You're done. Every time he nullifies one of them buffs, it's over with. No, I will finish it, but it was so weird that a new author picked it up. I'm excited to read it, but also find it a little sad. Yeah, I pushed a few other books ahead of it in my reading list. Ah, that's why. Yeah, but trust me, Brandon, if I had to choose anybody, that would be who I chose. And it was Robert Jordan's wife that chose Brandon because they were admirers of his. You know, he was really, really good. I have the audiobooks of the Mistborn series. Oh, man. That series was so good. You definitely should pick it up and read it if you haven't. Lawrence, what's up, man? Who am I planning to take to rank 4? I can't say. But I encourage you to watch my crystal opening. No spoilers. I also want to wait till July 4, tomorrow, so we can look at the deals and see what we got going on there. That also can make a difference. Oh, you saw it? Then you should already know. But I don't have the resources yet. But I will probably by tomorrow. I'm going to stack this. Wait, I'm going to finish this stack of independent comics I've been acquiring. Then I'll hit the books again. Whoops, get back in there. But yeah, Lawrence, we know. Reading a new series by a guy called Adrian Chakowski. I probably mangled that. It's really good. It's about some insect-human hybrids. Shadows of the Apt. Ooh. Andre, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm going to participate in the July 4 deals. I'm going to get whatever I can get. I will have a preference for new champ acquisition, but also rank up materials. But new champs over rank up materials. Like, I'm hoping they have a champion selector. And if they do, and it's a 2024 one, like You Died Again suggested it might be, then that'll be a way for me to finally get Count Nefaria, who I want. I also have a few other champs that I would like to get, so we'll see. But I'll get as much as I can get. Open up my battle chips and go for it. I might stop at that as well. We'll see. Like I said, I have to look and see what's available and how much it'll be worth it to me. I hate when they do a full 5-hit combo into my block. Ooh, I hate that. So annoying. But yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out together. Ooh, I wonder, did we completion? No, we didn't. We did not fully explore it. And I think there was a bug that kept people from joining. I think. Let me see. Only need Jean and Bastion. I will prioritize, like I said, new champ acquisition. So I want to get the a lot of the Titan. So if I see Titan shards, Titan crystals, I want those. I'm firing up Line Messenger here so I can see what people are talking about. Let's see. Can't finish AQ because they killed it. Oh. Okay. So they killed AQ. They ended it. That's why. All right. In that case, I'm sure they'll do something to make it right. Make it right, Kabam. Make it right. So, have you guys been seeing the wow. Look at this. She won't back off. Back the heck up. And then she's gonna fire that so I can't do no specials. Nah, girl. What you got going on? Not today. Have you guys seen the aftermath of the Karen Reed retrial? Jurors have come forward and they're talking and getting backlash, which doesn't surprise me because that's how people are. I'm telling you, if you can avoid going in front of a jury, do it, because you don't know who you're going to get on that jury. But in this case, the jury got it right, in my opinion. And everything that I've heard them talking about is exactly what we've been saying. You know, the evidence just was not there to convict her. It just wasn't. Knew he was gonna do that. Wow. Wow. Okay. I knew he was gonna do that, but I thought I would survive enough to get my special 3 off. Apparently not. Anyway. There we go. Welcome to the shadows, Drew Jordan. How you doing, man? Welcome to the family. You are the latest shadow dweller. Hope you're having a good day today, my friend. But yeah, I've been watching different reactors. One of them was ripping. Who was it? McCabe's and the Alberts. They did an interview, and they were getting ripped to shreds. And honestly, I'm not surprised that they are. I hesitate to say that it's well deserved, but they brought this on themselves. So I forgot which one it was. The person whose house it was, Albert. He actually, in an interview, said, you know, people asked, why didn't you even go outside? His answer, because he wasn't a, basically he didn't have the jurisdiction. We're like, what? He's telling us he didn't go outside because he wasn't a Canton police officer or something like that. We're like, what? This is something happening on your lawn to a fellow officer, one that you claim is a friend, and you didn't even go outside to check and see what's going on? His reasoning? No, sir. That's why I say he brought that on himself. His answer makes people think, yeah, they need to investigate them. Something needs to be done. And I think quite a few feel like the FBI should investigate, but a lot of the evidence by now was destroyed, and they may not be able to have a case, you know? It's a shame. You know, the O'Keefe family may never see justice done. You know, but justice is not always done in our lifetimes. But justice will be done. Woo-hoo! Come on. So what do you guys think the summer sales are going to look like? Oh, no, hey, easy. Ooh, he caught me. No, Groot! My goodness, Groot. Groot whooping my behind. Probably trash for free to play. At least for below Paragon. Bad enough to crush free to play players. And you know what? I will say this. Their model and the way they're doing things wouldn't be so bad if they didn't have competitive game modes where the two classes of players interact. It wouldn't be so bad. Think about it. Would you really care what the big spenders were doing if you never had to face them in Battlegrounds? If they weren't like a wall between you and Alliance War, Alliance Quest, or anything like that? You know? Would you care? So let them play the game the way they want and have fun. It's only when it affects you. When you have to face that roster with very little chance. I mean, that's a huge advantage. You can still beat them. But it's a huge advantage, you know? But if you only went up against people that were, you know, equal to you. You know what it reminds me of? Back in the day when I used to play Doom. You were all on equal footing when the deathmatch started. And then you started picking up them power-ups. But everybody could do it. Everybody could pick up the power-ups, right? But going up against somebody you just got taken out, right? You got no weapons. And now you just went up against somebody that's got, you know, some of the more powerful weapons. You can beat them because I've done it, you know, with skill, but they have such a tremendous advantage. And it reminds me of that. Now imagine you could pay to start off with those weapons. Imagine you could pay to have those weapons permanently. Two of the T7 catalysts with the Odin deals. Free to play equal 4 rank 4s by grinding content. July 4 offers 4 rank 4, my guess. Yeah, I think I have 4. I think I have 4 rank 4s right now. That's what the issue is, BGs. AW and AQ is a problem as well. Yeah, exactly. I just gave up on those. Yeah. The reason is that the stores and everything for those wasn't really all that great, but now I'm getting radiance from that. So, might be good. Reliving it in MCOC, no need to imagine it. Yeah. Heat Blast. What's up, man? Ooh, Heat Blast. Is that from, Ben 10? Eh? Eh? But how you doing, man? It's Kabam, so I predict that most deals will be overpriced. Oh, well, yeah. They've created V as a money pool. Sadly. And I think that's partly why Brian Grant is taking his extended hiatus. The way the... Oh, BGs. I thought you meant V for victory. But love from the Spider Society. Ooh. So you come from Spider. Oh, no, girl. Mm-mm. Love me some Okoye, boy. Okay, I got a question for you guys. I have not figured out on the PC how to swipe yet. Like there, you have to swipe down. How do you do that? Is that the mouse? I just haven't figured that out yet. So like Enchantress, you know, where you have to swipe to do a little mini game. How do you do that on the PC? I was hitting all my keys like back, forward. Wasn't doing none of that. Is it the scroll wheel? I'll have to try that. But yeah, I just never, because I don't play champions where I have to do that. very often. Tapping for Dazzler is easy. That's just heavy. I mean, block. Yeah, see, some of those are easier. Because you just use block or hold block. But the swiping, that's what I don't get. I can do Dazzlers and Kates, no problem. But like that mini game right there that Spider-Punk did, I don't know how to do that. Enchantress, I don't know how to do that. Man, I love me some Sandman. They touched his food. He don't share his beans. Kabam, rude, not washing hands, touching his eggs. You talk about Brian Grant. Oh, man. But, yeah. I'm curious as to what he's doing now. I remember he was looking into doing other things beside YouTube to make some money. So, I don't know. Did he get a job? I don't know. Let's see. All right. We can guess as long as Pixie isn't around. To report back. All right. Do people still believe he's coming back after he's been gone for 6 months? I don't know. He'll be back when he's back. That's what I say. And then, if he does come back, in what capacity, you know? Will he play like he did before, or will he just play on occasion? I don't know. If he does come back. But people have taken long breaks before. A year, something like that. 2 years. So we'll see. But I remember how he was talking before, and he did not like the direction the game was going. So being married and his wife maybe decided they wanted kids, you know. I would be overjoyed to hear that, but the last thing I heard, neither one of them wanted kids. But if I heard that, I would tease him, but I'd be very happy for him. Speaking of long breaks, where's Rizzo? Yeah, I don't know. I think he's dealing with some personal issues. The details I do not know, and I did not ask, did not dive into it. Them is his business. Man, Stupid evade. Rizzo still played. He team merged with Chris LaFleur team. Dave had to take a break, and when he came back, even though it's still in the game, it's a 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. But yeah, you know, these are people that played the game a lot, you know. So if they're trying to do other things, would not be surprising if they had to take a break from this game. I really want to know how they're parrying me. Very strange. Come on, girl. There you go. Didn't Chris quit? No, he didn't quit. Now I know Chris, actually, I'm not sure what he's doing now, but the last time I had checked, he was doing like an advertising job, and that requires him to travel a lot. So he's not always able to stream, and he might be on an extended tour right now doing something. I don't know. I noticed BG's passion waning when he had to leave for Loki. Exactly. Due to the direction Kabam has taken. Exactly. Yeah, when he had to leave for Loki, and I think he was in for Loki for so long, but it made him feel bad. He didn't like, you know, they didn't kick him, but he felt like they were carrying him. He was holding them back because of the way Kabam was doing things. I thought he quit. He hadn't played in a few weeks earlier this summer. Yeah, not that I know of. I don't think he quit. Then they peer pressured him with the egg on top of all of that. Well, that was kind of funny. They did give him the egg back. All right, Epinosis. Have fun at work. Hit him with it. Ah, Nimrod. Just checked. He in the Warriors, YT Dragoon, Knight, PJ, Vice. They all merged in. Who's that? Billy D? Is that Chris LaFleur? And Rizzo, what you talking about? Speaking of drama, have you all heard about the new rising star in the WNBA? Are you talking about Caitlin Clark, or there's somebody new? Because I don't follow the WNBA. I see Angel Reese memes and shorts going around, but other than that, and I did see that that drama where Caitlyn got poked in the eye, pushed the girl who poked her in the eye away from her, and they gave her a technical foul. And some girl came running at her and just body blocked her, body knocked her onto the ground. And I love how they do it. They do this, and then they throw their hands up like, I didn't do nothing. After she ran in like a train and was like, bam, I didn't do nothing. Hey, my hands are up. See? The heck? And then Sophia got payback. They might have ejected her, but it was at the end of the game. She didn't care. So I did hear that. She came in like a wrecking ball. It was weird, man. I'm like, but I'm happy to see that some girls got Caitlyn's back. And I heard that, was it Sophia Cunningham is her name? Cunningham? I heard she has some martial arts training too. Not the person you want to go messing with. And the message is clear. Refs, do your job or else we're going to make a mess of this sport. More than it already is. CC even paid Sophia Cunningham's penalty charge. Beautiful. That's what's up. She got her back. They better learn. Refs need to do their job. Speaking of biases, because them reps are biased as corrupt in the web. I heard Alan Jackson, who was a lawyer for Karen Reed, one of the lawyers for Karen Reed, and he blasted the judge. But he did it in a nice way. He did say, I have to be careful. I'm an officer of the court. But he did point out biases. And she was clearly biased. So many people said that. Even the jury, the members that have spoken out, noticed it. So it ain't just us, you know. Sophie even said no one will bully her teammates without some kind of retribution. If they want to make this game like that, bully ball. I remember back in the day when the Pistons, Bad Boy Pistons, used to do that, and I hated that. I'm like, this is not basketball, man. This ain't supposed to be street ball. They are, you know, like, you hear people say basketball is a contact sport. You know that's not what they always said, right? They used to say the opposite. Basketball is not a contact sport. These days, they say basketball is a contact sport. Shouldn't be. Yes, there are some times where contact is made, but you're not supposed to. That's why they're fouls. You know, but yeah, I hate seeing that kind of thing. Because for me, it takes away from the enjoyment of the game itself. Watching them with skill, you know? You see your boy going up, doing a nice, you know, loop-to-loop, all this kind of mess. And then you see the other person who can't stop him, who can't block him, instead just throws him down. Come on. That's not part of basketball. Choke them out and all kind of mess. That's not this. Now will come a race after offers to stay on top of prestige, as race to get high radiance. Yep. By design. Don't be bad mouthing the bad boys. Lambier gonna fight you. Raven Knight, what up, man? Bill Lambier, I remember him. He's the one that had that thing on his face, right? To protect his face. Because I think he had gotten hit and broken some bones in his face or something. So it was to protect it. Caitlyn might have to start wearing goggles. Reese's new meme going around, WNBA needs to be played the same as the NBA. Even though the NBA has basically been covering the WNBA for years. Yeah. Oda, what up, man? Oh, I'm doing really good, Oda. We finished Wheel of Time. I keep saying Wheel of Time. We finished the Wheel of Fate. Did our opening. Don't spoil it if you've already seen it, but if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It made the Wheel of Fate pain all worth it. But how are you doing, man? How's the family? I'm in a great mood, too, after that opening. Woo. And the weather is still cooking. Still in the 90s. The guy who came over and is supposed to do the English ivy treatment on our trees, he ain't been back since that first day. He's like, too hot. I can't even blame him. I wouldn't want him to come over here and pass out. Yep, Wheel of Fate is the new Everest content. So it's the newest tough content. Just one little spoiler on your video. How is your stash looking? I still have level 1 revives in my overflow. But very few health potions. I do have a few health potions, but yeah, it's looking real raggedy. Ooh, I hate fighting this guy. All right, Ora. Thanks for hanging out with me a little bit, man. Always good to see you. BG decks will be crazy. I am not looking forward to that. It's the same way it's always been after like big sales and whatnot. Yeah, Spiral. Boy, if you're Shadow Clone Ronaldo and you see an op, You know it's SmackDown time on site. Well, all right, let's keep going. There's so much drama in the LBC. So many things are going on right now, man. And they're not even leaving Karen Reed alone. You know that. They got a civil suit they're promising anyway. And I need to look into that to see, because it's easier for them to convict her there. But, you know, I think they said they want to ruin her financially, which is not going to happen. People won't let it happen. So I'm not too worried about that, but I am curious to see how they're gonna do. Oh man, ouch. Hit him with it. Oh, right in the bread basket. But yeah, I think this persecution of her is just backfiring on them. It'll make people more determined to support her because they're seeing this as an unjust. If she loses her civil case, it's just gonna make people be even more likely to support her. So yeah, I don't think she's gonna have to worry too much about that. If they actually said that, then she has proof for a countersuit for threatening behavior and harassment. Now that's a question people were asking, if she's going to try to sue anybody after this. I don't know. She might not want to see court for a while. She might want to just go back, try to get back to her life, you know, but they're not going to let her do that just yet. But we'll see. At least the big thing is done. She won't be going to prison or anything like that for the rest of her life, which is what they wanted. That's what they were trying to do to her. Give her no freedom to do anything that she used to do, you know? But now she is free to do whatever. And what did she do before? Wasn't she a teacher? So if she wants to do that, she can. I think right now her dad, I saw an interview with him. Her dad said it best, that she's free to do whatever she wants to do now. Oh, did you guys see the change to the rewards for Nightmare Raids? You will now be able to get a champion selector. And one of the things you can, one of the champions you can select is Ultron. Yes, sir. And you already know. See, that's something they should have done from the start. That random crap, no. And I don't remember if Purgatory is in there, but having this as one of the rewards means that I'll be able to get some of those champs. Because I like Ultron. Come on. And I always wanted the 7-star, but couldn't pull them from any of the rewards, no matter what. And I'm usually, you know, in the top 3 or the top, you know, 1, and it made no difference. And I had to watch, you know, others who, you know, may not have put in as much work pull him. And I'm just like, it's not right. That ain't fair. But this is a nice change. A very nice change. I've had enough of Spanish kids sucker punching me and running to the feds crying mental case. Wow. Get him with it. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Really don't know what I'm hoping for the sales tomorrow. I really don't know. Because I finally have champs now that I want to rank up. And I have the resources, not for all of them, for some of them. So my next video for rank ups is gonna be a big one. Some of them you've already seen me use, so you already know. Some of them you'll be able to guess, and some might be new. We'll see. But what comes to mind, I got 3 champs already that come to my mind that I want to rank up. Come on. There you go. Porta Gambit. You're hoping for luck. I am not hoping for anything. I am less likely to be let down that way. Yeah. That's how I am about a lot of things. But annoyingly speaking, I can't seem to stop hoping. Even when I know I'm likely to be let down, for some reason I still hope. I don't know why. Ooh. Yep, I don't have a Diablo. El Diablo as a 7-star. Oh, you want to hit me like that, huh? He's a great forward counter. Funny how I can evade that, except in certain content. See how easy that is? I'm evading those like crazy, but let it be an Alliance War or Alliance Quest. All of a sudden, I can't evade it. Suddenly, I don't know how to evade his special one. In fact, sometimes I even got caught by his special 2. I'm like, what? I ain't been caught by his special 2 in ages. I get caught like that now. Something fishy. Something fishy going on. Something in my heart. Something in my heart. Something in my heart. It's got me hooked on you. Which 6-star champ do you think is reserved for sales? Like Torch? I don't know. We got Hulkling. We got CGR. Water. Nectar of the gods. Delicious. But yeah, those are the two that comes to mind, but they said that they're scared about it. Oh, I can also get a Nightcrawler 7-star from that selector for Nightmare Raids. So if I wanted to, I could get him finally after missing him before. We got Civil Warrior. I wouldn't be surprised. But we did get Red Guardian. You can dupe him. Oh, Civil Warrior. Punched so hard. Dude ran so fast he nearly hurt another person. Reckless youth needs some time in the army. Man, it do sound like you in there, Runty Gamer. Sorry to hear that. I've been there myself. And it ain't fun. I hope the police busted him. Funny how they sometimes go blind at certain times. It's weird. Weird how that goes. Well, that's a good one. Let's see. What will Gallon do to him? It'll either be a really good fight, or he's going to get destroyed by that destroyer. So I better make sure I win these fights. All right. Gets trapped in a Magneco Sharigan for one. What is that? Mangy Echo? What is that? I don't know what that is. All right, let's see. Yep, I was afraid of that. There we go. Tell you, Gallon ain't no joke. It's from Naruto. Oh. Once you said Naruto, I remember hearing that. But I can't pull up an image. All into my block. Ooh, I hate that. Aditya, what's up, man? What? Why would I want to play Battlegrounds? I did Wheel of Fate instead. Much more rewarding. If you haven't seen my crystal opening, go check it out. And you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the red eyes thing. Hit him with it! Ooh! Arena, 3 hours. Units, BGs, 3 hours, just up and down. It's challenging and fun. Right. Yeah. I'll disagree. I absolutely hate that game mode. Classic white IQ. Oh, thank you. Me don't like it. Once I got my minimum for my alliance, I haven't touched Battleground since. I'm in Gladiator Circuit. But I see no reason to push. Can't lie, I'm upset. The racism and black crime has to stop. Sadly, it most likely won't. And it possibly will get worse. I've seen it all my life. And I haven't seen any signs of it stopping or slowing down, really. I will say, though, that things are better overall than they used to be. Come a ways, I will say that. You know, you still have it. You still have it here. Exactly, Runty Gamer. And since the majority have rejected him, that's what you're seeing. The results. But, hey, things are going exactly the way we've been told. Oh, that's nice, Saji. I was a player too, but needed to grind. A lot of time invested. This game, if you want to have the best roster and all of that, you're going to spend something, time, money, or both. It's just sad that the money goes further. Much further. I wouldn't mind if it went a little further. But it's going way too far. And that's, I think, the problem a lot of people have. Is that it's too much. You know, it's one thing if they have a little advantage. But like, you know, I have what, 4 rank 4s right now? You know how much they have. It's ridiculous. Now see, if it was possible, let's say I had 4 rank 4s, right? And the biggest whales had 6 or 7. That'd be fine. You know? Not too large of a gap. Still, you know, keeping it competitive. But that's not what we have. I have 4 and they got like 20 and 30 and whatnot. I mean, it's ridiculous. Everybody getting money now. Yeah, there was an event for gacha keys. It was almost impossible to get without money. Police are so unkind, no help for black people. They just shoot at families. And that has been since I was a kid. One thing that we knew early on, you don't go to them unless you have no other choice. And I've met some really decent ones. That's for sure. But overall, and remember where I grew up, the drug dealers were the police. Chad, what's up, man? If you watch a Barrelman stream, you will see lots of rank 4 champs in the decks. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And then in Alliance War, you go up against an alliance that has a lot of spenders, and you're going to be facing rank 4s. Even on the paths that are not as difficult, you know, where you usually see them place defenders that are a bit easier, you know. Nope. Bam. President T and you dumb politicians, do your jobs, stay on job, and if you lack the Ronaldo army, it's going to be at your man. We have seen something similar happen. Do you remember back in the day, the Black Panther Party and what they did? There were neighborhoods where the police were not allowed to go. The police would go to the, you know, the leaders, the officers, and be like, look, we got somebody that committed a crime and he ran in here. And they would go in, get that person and give them up. Or if, you know, they looked into it and they'd be like, no. But that's kind of how it was. I think that happened a lot in Harlem. But my mom often talked about it. And you might start seeing things like that again. Groups, armed militia, that type of thing. It has the makings of a civil war. So I don't know. Same with Nick. Dex 2. Well, I got 4. If I die without killing a drug dealer, cop, God have blessed my soul and La Familia. Wakanda forever! Still can't bring myself to watch the second one, man. I saw just a little bit and was already teary-eyed. And I was like, no! My sister, she's just like, yeah, I don't think I can watch that. But we might watch it. I mean, we love the first one, you know? And of course, you know I love Shuri. Her and T'Challa, that brother and sister thing, oh my goodness, was awesome. I have learned how to fight arcade better, I'll tell you that. You gonna watch the Fantastic Four? Probably not. But we'll see. The last movie I watched was Deadpool and Wolverine. And I love that. Oh my goodness, I love that one. And I did love me some Cassandra though. I did. I ain't gonna lie. Little crazy bald head girl. Woo! Yeah, girl. She could get it. And some hip hop from time to time. Oh, I stopped watching the new AM. Gonna focus on games and working out. So wait, they let you watch YouTube in jail now? What the heck? I'm still flipping out about that. That shows how Marvel hype not that great now. Fantastic flop, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not. Fantastic Four is not one of those ones I'm excited to watch, that's for sure. All right. Fantastic flop. I'm gonna watch Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, you gotta see it. If you haven't watched it, you have got to watch it. Ryan Reynolds, man, is just freaking awesome as Deadpool. IG, the new Fantastic Four has the same storyline as one of the Sony Fantastic Four version, which I didn't play. There we go. And I'm gonna, after the stream, I'm gonna go eat. And then, let me tell ya, probably gonna jump back into God of War. Oh, he purified it just in time. See, that's one of the things that I really hate. They can time that so fast that it's all one action. You have zero chance to react. Purification and a special happen almost instantaneously. So I can't even see it and pull back. There's no way. Deadpool and Wolverine is my favorite Marvel thing. Yeah. Ironheart be the show to watch. And you know I haven't watched it. Of course, there's a lot of shows I wanted to watch, but I just haven't got around to watching. What I would need is for... Hold on, let me finish that thought first. What I would need, and I'll tell you why I just did that. What I would need is for there to be like a big rainy day so we couldn't get any internet, and to have those shows available to watch offline. Now, the reason I said that is because I just got, and it's been years, I just got a notification that my house is eligible for Google Fiber. This explains why I was getting surveys from Xfinity. Are you likely to stay if a competitor comes around? And now I understand. Now, here's the thing. Google Fiber is blazing fast, okay? And it might be cheaper, too, right? And they kept Google Fiber. Oh my goodness. Woo, boy. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Hey, hey, back it up, back it up. Hit him with it. It might be, well, Xfinity kept Google Fiber out of my immediate area. Now understand, there was Google Fiber. You could, this is how messed up it was. 5 minutes away, 5 and 10 minutes away, they had Google Fiber. You walk. I walked to Walmart here. At Walmart, this guy was, you know, trying to sell internet, Google Fiber. And he was like, who's your internet provider? And I looked to see who he had. And I'm like, I'm gonna stop you right there. I would love Google Fiber, but they're not available in my area. And he was like, yeah, they are. And I said, well, I live right here. And I gave him my address, and he came back and looked puzzled. He was like, wow, you're right. I'm like, I know. And he's like, you know, Google Fiber is all around you. I was like, I know. My aunt has it, and she doesn't live that far away. So many folks have it. And so I put myself on a list to be notified when it did become available. And I got an email today. Now, I don't know. I'd have to investigate it because, you know, we have Xfinity. It's been working great. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're paying $110 for their fastest speed, unlimited. And if I can get Google Fiber for cheaper and get the same thing, it's on. I'd have to look at their what modems they have available and see if the one thing that I would like is more ports on the modem. This modem has 4 only. So that means I can only have 4 devices unless I get a switch of some sort. I can only have 4 devices directly plugged into it. And if somebody needs a direct connection for, like, you know, if they want to work from home, most of them require you to have a direct connection, not Wi-Fi. I would need to get a router or a switch in order to do that. But if the modem itself had another one, all good. Plug it in, string it over. Everybody can have hardwired, as they say. So I'm actually kind of excited to investigate the Google Fiber and see what their offers are. Because if their speed is faster and they're cheaper, and they also have a cheaper unlimited plan, why wouldn't I do it? No reason not to. Except, you know, I just don't like change. Even the good changes. But I wanted Google Fiber for a long time. So I'll have to, you know, do some research. See how people are talking about Google Fiber and, you know, compare it to Xfinity. Because honestly, Xfinity has been pretty good to us here. I used to have a really bad issue with Xfinity, Comcast, or whatever, their customer service. But it works. The service is stable. And when I have had issues or what have you, they've been right there. Take care of it. So I can't be mad at them. So that loyalty, but we'll see. Because one of the things was that it was so their cheaper price for getting the same thing. See how the AI behaved with her, not wanting to block stand-up intercepts, things like that. That's what kind of silently nerfed a lot of champions. Like Valkyrie. Because I loved Valkyrie. But they did that. Ghost, same thing. You can still use them, but it is way more difficult than it should be. But yeah, I can't wait to do some investigating. Because Google Fiber, the last time I checked, it was much cheaper, much faster. So, we'll see. All right, so let me see. I'm just trying to go to 2.6. That's the next milestone here. Them cookies are wearing off. Gotta get some actual food in me. Wake up. Go ahead, Deadpool. That update was insanity. Come on. Oh. Oh. You want to play? I knew she was going to do that. No, sir. We wasn't having it. Come on. That's a good question. Do any of you guys have Google Fiber? If so, what's been your experience? Because I'm going to look up some, see what people are saying before I figure out whether I want to switch it or not. Because that's a big decision. And of course, we could always, you know, go back. But that is going to do it for now, guys. Let me see if anyone is raid eligible. All right, customize, redirect. And I see Enzo and KT1. Let's hit up KT1. We did Enzo recently, I remember. Hit the like button, guys. It helps YouTube popularize this more. I have Google Fiber. It's been working real nice for me. Had one 90-minute outage and that's it, like 6 months or so. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be looking it up. Especially the price out of the shadows. Because if we could find a way to, you know, get it cheaper. Oh, yes. All right, guys. That is going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Hit that like button if you haven't. Go check out my video, my crystal opening video especially. And you all have a blessed day.